Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my second lesson of PTB.
Nice group students, exercise 3.4, that is the application of laws of logarithms in numerical calculations. In this class, students will be learning and discussing question number 1 and the fourth part. Let me confirm the question from the book. Question says that use log tables to find the values of the following. Fifth root of 2.709 multiplied by the seventh root of 1.239. Okay, recall my previous lessons that what to do and how to solve these questions and what is the first step to solve these all questions. Okay, lessons of mathematics are integrated with each other. If one link or one lesson is week, the next lesson will also be affected. So please must watch all basic lessons if you have missed the previous class or you are catching us late. So the first step for all such questions is that we have to suppose that let x is equal to whatever is the question given to us, and the question is the fifth root of 2.709 fifth root, and we have to multiply this by the seventh root 1.239 seventh root. Okay, now what we have to do is that we can write this in form of the fractional power 2.709 raised to power of 1 by 5 multiplied by 1.239 raised to power of 1 by 7. Here we have done nothing. We are simply turning that index in form of the fraction. I hope you are clear about this. And now think about that what can we do in the next step, that we have to take as we have to take log on both sides. So I will be using different pens so that my students can understand and differentiate the steps. Log of this whole product 2.709 raised to power of 1 by 5 multiplied by 1.239 multiplied by raised to power of 1 by 7. Now at this stage you have to think about that which law of log we can apply. Mainly overall the two numbers are in the product form. So what is the law that tells us that when two numbers are multiplied together, what to do? Log of the product of two numbers will be equal to log of first number 2.709 raised to power of 1 by 5 and plus log of 1.239 raised to power of 1 by 7. Now we have used one of the law of logs, and here we have the power or index as well. So what are we going to do with that index? According to the law of log, I have to bring down the index 1 by 5 log 2.709 okay plus 1 by 7 and log 1.239. Here till this step we have done nothing, students. We are just applying the laws of logarithm. And now it's the time to think about that how to take the log of these all numbers. We know that log of any number consists of how many parts? The first problem is 2.709. Log of any number consists of characteristic and mantissa. For the characteristic purpose, we have to see that how many digits are in the integral part. This number is greater than 1. This number is greater than 1. So the characteristic of this number is 0, why 0? Because for the numbers which are greater than 1, their characteristic will be, how to take the characteristic we have to see that how many digits are in the integral part, and we have to, there is one digit in the integral part, we have to add, we have to subtract 1 from that, and whatever answer will be coming, that will be the characteristic. So the characteristic of this number will be 0. And for the Mantissa purpose, what we have to do, we have to make the 4 significant figures 2709, and then I have to hold the book and locate 27 in the column of 0, 27. Let me reach the log table. Okay, these lessons may be little slow because we have to locate the numbers. We have to check the log table as well. 27 has to be located, students. What in the log table, page 293, in the column of 0, which is giving me 4314, 4314, and then I have to go in the difference column 9, but let me keep the ruler properly. Difference column 9 is giving me 14. I have to add up the numbers 8, 2, 4, 3, 2, 8, 4, 3, 2, 8. So the log of this part, log of this number will be 1 by 5 into 0.4328, coming to the second part, that is 1 by 7 and log. Then the second number is 1.239, 1.239. Again the characteristic will be 0, and what is the reason? Here we have one digit in the integral part, we have to take away 1 from that and answer comes 0, that will be the characteristic. And for Mantissa purpose, I have to make the 4 significant numbers, and 12. 1, 2 will be located. 1, 2 will be located in the column of 3. 1, 2 in the column, 12 in the column of 3 is 0899, 0899, and then I have to move in what column, students? In the difference column 9, 0899, and in the difference column 9, that is giving me 32, and then I have to add it up. 9 and 2 11, 9 and 3 12, and 1 13, 8 and 1 9, and 0931, 0931. Okay, 1 point. Okay, now the characteristic of this number is 0, 0.0931. I hope you are really clear about this. And then what we have to do is that we have to first divide 0.4328 carefully, 0.4328 by 5, divide it by 5, and this gives me 0.08. let me write this number here, 0.08 656 1 2 3 4 and 5 digits, so it can be rounded off to 0.0866, 0.0866, and then 0.0931, close the bracket, 0931 divided by 7, and this gives me 0.0133. Now add these two values up, plus 0.0866, and this is 0.0999 log of x. And now what I have to do is, let me go up, that x equals to what? Anti-log of 0.0999. And now as we have to take the anti-log, and this is the log given, so characteristic of this number 0.09, characteristic of this number, and Mantissa of this number, characteristic is 0, and Mantissa is 0.0999, 0.999. Now what I have to do is that I have to locate 0.09. Let me go to the anti-log table first, and then yes, this is the anti-log table. I have to locate 0.09, 0.09 in the column of 9, 09 in the column of 9. Okay, this is 9, this is 9, 09, 1256, 1256, 09, 1256, and in the column of 9 again, 9 again. Let me keep my eye straight. This is 3, 3, 1, 2, 5, 9. Okay, so what is the role of characteristic here? Characteristic will be telling us that after leaving how many digits from the left hand side, we have to put the decimal. As the characteristic is 0, we have to add 1 to that, and that becomes 1. So the anti-log of this number will be 1.259. 259. I hope you are clear about this question, and let's move to the next part. Let me confirm the question. 1.23 multiplied by 0.6975 divided by 0.0075 multiplied by 1278. The question is correct. I always advise it to my students that before moving to the solution of the question, you should please read the question properly, that if there is some problem with the writing of question, you can correct it in the beginning, and recall that what is the first step for the solution of these type of questions. First of all, we have to suppose that this fraction equals to x. I will be going really slow because these questions are a really problem for some of my students, and class 9 is too young at this stage. They have some problem with this exercise because this is really new topic for class 9. Okay, 1.23 multiplied by 0.6975 divided by what? 0.0075, 0.0075, and into 1278. After this, what we have to do? We have to take log on both sides. I hope these 2-3 steps are common in all of the questions, so my students will be taking care of these all steps. And this is 1.23 multiplied by 0.6975 divided by 0.0075 multiplied by 1278, and now we can see the question is having overall in form of fraction, and then the numerator and denominator both are having the numbers which are multiplied together. So at this stage you have to think about the law of the log that we can apply. First of all, I will be applying the quotient law of logs, that log of 1.23 multiplied by 0.6975 minus log what? 0.0075 multiplied by 1278. Okay, now you can see that numerator and denominator both are containing the numbers which are in the product form. So which law? Law of multiplication of logarithms, that says that when two numbers are multiplied together, we can write the log of first and log of second in some form. Log of 1.23 plus log 0.6975 minus log 0.0075. And as we are going to okay, let me write the bracket here because we are applying the law here, so my students should not be confused about this. 1278, and then what we can do is that we have to apply distributive property. Log 1.23 plus log 0.6975 minus log 0.0075 and minus log 1278. Now it's the time to take the log of each number. Okay, let's discuss each part one by one. 1.23. As we know that log of any number consists of two parts, one is the characteristic and one is mantissa. As this number has one digit in the integral part, so recall the rule that in order to get the characteristic we have to take away 1 from that number, and characteristic will be 0, and for mantissa part I have to make significant digits 1, 2 and 3. There are only 3. So let me locate 12 in the column of 3 in the log table carefully. So 12 in the column of 3 is giving me 0899. 08 let me see, yes, 0899. Okay, 12 in the column of 3 is giving me 0899, and now the characteristic of this question is 0. So the log of this part of the question, will become 0.0899, and now the second part is, and the second number is 0.6975, and we have to look at characteristic and mantissa. As the number is less than 1, and there is no 0 after the decimal, so characteristic of this number will be -1, and for mantissa I need to take 4 digits, 4 significant figures, and I have to locate 69 in the column of 7, and then I have to see the difference table 5. So let me hold the book. Okay, students, I am going really slow so that you can understand these all questions properly. First of all, I have to go in the log table and I have to locate 69 on the page 294. This is the log table. 66, 69. 69 has to be first located in the column of 7, and that is giving me, let me keep my eye carefully, 8432, 8432, and then I have to move in the difference column 5, and difference column 5 is giving me 3. Difference column 5 is giving me 3, and then I have to add up these numbers, and this becomes 5, 3, 4 and 8. So the log of this part of the question will become 1 bar 0.8435, and now minus the third part of the question is 0.0075. Again, first of all, I have to think about characteristic and mantissa, and here we can see that there are 2 zeros after the decimal. The number is less than 1. So the characteristic of this part of the question is 3 bar, and now I have to locate mantissa. For mantissa purpose, what we have to do, we have to locate 75 in the column of 0, and this gives me 8751. Okay, so let me keep the book here. Mantissa is 8751. So the log of this part becomes 3 bar 0.8751, and now what we can do is that we have to go to the last part of the question, that is log 1278. Sorry, I have to put the bracket, and now the number is 1, 2, 7 and 8. Number is greater than 1. So in case of the number greater than 1, we can see that there are 4 digits before decimal, so the characteristic will be 1 less than the number of digits, which is 3, and Mantissa, for Mantissa purpose I have to locate 12 in the column of 7 and then in the difference column 8. So let me locate 12. Let me locate 12 in the column of 7. Let me keep the ruler here. Move to the log table, page 293. 12 will have to be located in the column of 7 carefully, and that is 1038. Let me keep the ruler here. 1038, and then what I have to do, I have to move in the difference column 8, which is 27. Add up the numbers, okay, and then this will give me 8 and 7 is 15, 3 plus 2 is 5 and 1 6, 1065. So the log of this part of the question will become 3.1065. And now what we can do is that we have to go for the solution purpose. 0.0899, and then this characteristic, which is negative for the calculation purpose, can be written as -1, and then the decimal part 0.8435, and this is minus 3 bar is -3 plus 0.8751, 0.8751, and minus 3.1065. Now see, there has to be change in the sign in this part. So let me first go for the change in the sign. We have to do each step carefully. 0899 minus 1 plus 0.8435 plus 3 minus 0.8751 and minus 3.1065. Okay, now what we can do is that this is 3 minus 1. Let me hold the pencil. That I've written this 3, I've written this -1. Now decimal parts with the positive value. Decimal part with the positive values are 0.0899 plus 0.8435 minus 0.8751 and minus 3.1065. This will give me 2, okay, plus 0.08. Let me hold the calculator. Okay, 0.0899 plus 0.8435. This gives me 0.9334 minus, now these both of the quantities are negative, minus 0.8751 plus 3.1065. This gives me minus 3.9816. This can be your choice. Either you can solve these 3 decimal values and then you can go for that. It's up to you. And now what I can do is that 2 plus 0.9334. This gives me 2.9334 minus 3.9816. 3.9816 minus 3.9816, and this gives me minus 1 point. Let me go over here. Log of x equals to minus 1.0482. Okay, again here at this stage we are getting the answer of log of x minus 1.0482.
I have to add and
Next
subtract.
whole number like minus 2, like 2, add and subtract. So minus 2 plus 2 minus 1.0482. These two I will be solving, as the Mantissa part can never be negative. So I will be solving this 2 with 1.0482, and I will get minus 2, and minus 2, as this is a characteristic, so I can write it in the form 2.95 95.9518. So log of x 2 bar 0.9518. Now I need to get the number, so for that purpose I will be writing antilog of 2 bar 0.9518. Now let me do some working here. That characteristic and Mantissa, characteristic is 2 negative and Mantissa is 0.9518. 0.9518. First of all, I have to go to anti-log table and I have to locate 0.95 in the column of 1, and then in the difference column 8, and then we will be discussing what is the role of characteristic here. So let me go to anti-log table, and anti-log table in your book is on page 200, table of anti-log 295, 296, because we need 0.95 in the column of 1, 8933. Let me keep eye carefully. 8933 on the difference column 8, 3, 3, 6, 7 and 8, 17, and this will give me 7 and 3 is 10, 3 and 1 4 and 1 5, 8 9 5 0, 8 9 5 and 0. And now what is the role of characteristic here? That characteristic is negative. So what we are going to do, we have to add 1 to that. That will give me minus 1, and it will tell us that between the decimal or after the decimal we should have 1 0 with us. So antilog for this is 0.08950. As the characteristic is negative, so there will be 1 0 after the decimal. I hope you are really clear about how we are deciding that which law of log we are applying, and how to locate the characteristic and Mantissa of log, and what is the role of characteristic in anti-log. Please watch, like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.